Okay. Let's try this one more time. Or unless it takes a while for this to fire up, I don't know. I don't even see the stream. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Come on. PlayStation, have it live. Okay, I'm having a bit of trouble because for whatever reason it says I'm live, but I'm not. Because I don't see the stream. Come on. Come on. Alright, let me do this again. Oh, well, it says now there's 3 people watching, but I can't see the stream. Oh, it is live. What? Why doesn't it show? Okay. Ah, there it is. What the heck? Well, Alright, cool. I'm very sorry. I didn't even notice. I mean, like, I was just trying to look through the stream, through the YouTube channel, and nothing was popping up, so I was, like, very concerned about it. Well, I'm very sorry, as I don't have audio. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Now I've got audio. Well, hello everyone. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. I was just making sure everything was all good to go. But welcome everyone to round 6 of the Group Crossplay Championship here on Lightning Speed Racing. I'm K1907, your commentator for tonight's race, and this time we are racing at the famous Autodromo Enzo Dino Ferrari for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, which was opened back in 1953. Was first introduced though into Formula One back in 1980. First actually introduced as the Italian Grand Prix. Then in 1981 to 2006 was featured as the San Marino Grand Prix, and now today, as we all know it, is now categorized as the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It's a track. It's a track that's has had a lot of legendary moments, but also has had some tragedies over the course of its history. After the tragic events that happened in 1994 involving the deaths of Roland Ratzenberger and Ayrton Senna, the track has been reconfigured, obviously, in order for the cars to go through the corners much safely. The track only has one DRS zone that leads down into the Tamburello chicane and most likely would be the most ideal overtaking spot. There are other areas you could try. For example, Tosa is another good one. The hairpin at turn 7, or even I've seen some passes at Variante Alta, or the chicane leading up to Variante Alta. There has been some overtaking spots. I almost couldn't speak English there at one point. Anyway, but yeah, this track is about 3 miles in length, or 4.9 kilometers, with 15 turns, 19 turns around here. But yeah, the drivers will have to be keeping in mind of is obviously, like I mentioned before, the Tamburello chicane. There's also the Villeneuve chicane, the chicane just a little bit after Tamburello, and then of course you got some tricky traction areas, Tosa, and then of course probably the most notorious of them all is where Bono is coming through right now. I like that name, by the way. He's coming through right now, Acqua Minerale, where you dip down and then it's a little bit of a heavy braking zone, and it goes over a little bit of a bump up and over a crest. You got to be very mindful about how much traction you apply around that certain part of the track. Now that before we go fully focusing on qualifying, there is some news to go through. First, from the previous race at Suzuka, and there were only 2 incidents that were reported, but both of them were resulted either in no further action or a warning. Gaming James, who got a warning for a safety car restart, and then Rob and JM, who got a no further investigation necessary for their collisions at Suzuka. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, currently it's Gaming James that's leading the way on 81 points, followed by Doral Outcome in second with 59 points. Kendrick's in third with 49, followed by Sneaky Rob in fourth with 39. McCall in fifth with 34, followed by Ozan in sixth with 31. JM in seventh with 30. Nander in eighth with 25. Tommy in ninth with 18, along with Elon BN. In the Constructors' Championship, currently it's Mercedes that's leading the way on 96 points, followed by Red Bull in second with 89, Haas are in third with 78, Aston Martin in fourth with 61, Alpine in fifth with 51, and sixth is Ferrari with 45, Williams in seventh with 31, AlphaTauri in eighth with 30, McLaren in ninth with 20, and Alfa Romeo rounds it off with 7 points. Alright, well, we can get that out of the way. We can focus on qualifying. And yeah, currently, at the moment, we do have a few times on the board. It's currently set on the top of the table, set by our current championship leader, Gaming James, with a 1 minute 27.1, followed by Puma, Sneaky Rob, Oil Halfkin, MCal, and then Seabird. Damn shame. I like that name too. There's some interesting names I've seen in this in here before I got on. There was also 2 other names that caught my eye. Nicholas Huang Quan. Apparently he's French from what I saw in the main lobby. And then John Wick in the McLaren. He's apparently French as well. That's honestly not the most French name I've heard. It sounds more American if I'm totally honest. But still, it's pretty funny nonetheless. Well, I don't think we'll need the tire graphic actually, in total fairness, because it is wet weather conditions, as you can see here at Imola. Something that is not to be unexpected around here, of course. There are times where I've had seen wet weather racing, of course, in Imola, both in virtual and real life world. We are checking right now, up by 16.8 seconds, so he must have backed out of his first lap. Didn't really take Variante Alta too well, I'd say there, as I think that was the McLaren of John Wick that goes to 9th, with a 1 minute 29.815. Yeah, but everybody is on the wets, just to confirm that. Actually, no, one driver didn't do that time on the wets. That was some guy. He's done 3 laps on the intermediate tires, but everyone else is on the wet tire. We're checking goes to 13th with a 30.8. JM's on a flying lap. We'll take advantage of him, take you a bit of a guided tour here around Imola, down towards the Tavarella chicane. Braking just before the 50 board, down to 4th gear. Of course, that would be the first DRS zone, but unfortunately, you can't use it in these sort of conditions. Through turn 4, uses the curve on the outside, up towards the Villeneuve chicane at turns 5 and 6, down to 5th, hugging the inside apex, using the bit of the curve there on turn 6, up towards the corner, turn 7, down to 3rd gear. Maybe missing the apex a little bit, but gets through it just fine. Up the gears a little bit. Excuse me. Up the gears a little bit, up towards Piratella. The quick left-hander, it would be very quick normally in the dries, obviously not in these conditions. Down the crest, up towards Aqua Minerale. Probably one of the most notorious corners on the racetrack. Get through that very nicely done. Get on the power very nicely, gently there, modulating the throttle. Up towards now Variante Alta, hard on the brakes. Again, missing the curve a little bit there. You got to take it more touring car style at Variante Alta. It's very interesting how you have to take it, considering that you're driving a Formula 1 car in that sort of circumstance. Now heading up towards Ravazza 1 and Ravazza 2. Turn 17 and turn 18. And one more corner to negotiate for JM. He'll head down the main straightaway, up towards the line, and is a 127.252. Puts him just about nearly less than a tenth behind our current pole sitter, Gaming James, who actually is up by nearly 9/10 of a second as he makes his way out of Ravazza 2. Excuse me, out of Ravazza 2, heads down the main straightaway, crosses the line, and sets a 1 minute 26.043. That might give me an indication that the conditions are probably slightly improving if he did a lap time like that, as MK right now is in second with a 1 minute 27.2. I probably would imagine a lot of these drivers are using quite a bit of fuel in the car as well. considering it's just so that they can get maybe a feel of their setup as well. Let's see what Mikhail's time is up to the first sector. Clock says for him. He's only down by 60 thousandths of a second. Sneaky Rob on the intermediate tire, so he's actually opted to go intermediates. Actually, might as well get the tire graphic up now. Maybe it is starting to get more into the intermediate phase. And yeah, I see 5 drivers on the intermediate tires besides Sneaky Rob. That'd be Puma, some guy. Well, that's some guy was someone else that we saw earlier. As John Wick, I think they're just improved there to a 27.2. His teammate Kevin Van Dyke at Dutchy goes to 5th with a 27.5. JM now improves to 2nd with a 26.9, but still miles off at the moment from our current pole sitter. Sneaky Rob, though, is heading up towards Ravazza 1 and 2, but he's got the Ferrari, I think, of Bono in front. Hopefully he doesn't really impede him, but he's going to be a bit of a distraction. Oh dear, he also loses the back end. And you can see how much quicker he is compared to the Ferrari in these sort of conditions. Let's see what the clock says. He does improve by nearly 2 seconds. I think the... Oh, jeez, they were racing down the main straightaway. I was not expecting that. As he now backs out of that lap. I think Sneaky Rob was... Well, if he wasn't held up by the Ferrari, I think he would have actually improved quite a bit. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to do so. Kevin Van Dyke, meanwhile, making his way down towards the Ravazza corners. Heads up towards Ravazza 2. 3rd gear, keeping it 3rd. Actually, I don't think he's using battery, I just realized. Yeah, he didn't. He's just going back into pit lane. Fair enough, so he'll probably bolt onto a set of intermediate tires. I'm guessing a lot, yeah, because you can see now a lot more drivers are starting to get on the intermediate compounds. Let's see, how about Nicholas Huang Quang? I'm sorry if I'm getting the giggles just saying that name. Anyway, he goes back into pits, so yeah, he's probably just going to go into the intermediate tires. Ozan crosses the start-finish line, will improve to a 3rd position with a 126.2. But still has plenty of time, I think, to go for more runs if he needs to. I wish the yellow flags, though. There's a lot of traffic, I've just realized. Down towards the Villeneuve chicane. There was a McLaren, an Aston Martin, an AlphaTauri, and a Red Bull. Oh, hello. And that was the AlphaTauri going out of the way. That was Oreo, I think that was there. And Damn Shame goes to 7th with a 127.7, sorry, a 27.360. Sneaky Rob also apparently just improved. No, wait, I already saw that time. I just realized that. Yeah, I saw that time happen a while ago. Puma's on an outlap at the moment. Bono, he's on the wet weather tires, but I think it's starting to, yeah, I think it's starting to become more intermediate conditions. Yeah, the track is starting to lighten up a little bit, so yeah, I think it's time to get off of those wets and go into a set of inters. Sneaky Rob up by half a second to the first sector. Makes, oh, I think he might have clipped a bit too much to the outside curve. I saw how much speed he carried towards the next corner, and he's up by 6/10 now. He didn't lose time, as a matter of fact, but I think he could have improved it a bit better if he didn't clip the outside curve there at Acqua Minerale. That's down to Ravazza corners comes Sneaky Rob. Through Ravazza 1 and Ravazza 2. As I think that was Damn Shame that goes to 4th with a 26.2. And Sneaky Rob battles on the lap. He does not decide to improve. Okay. It would have put him provisional pole with that lap, but I guess he decided to bail on it. Puma's up by just about 8.5 tenths to the first sector, or just over that. Down the hill, up towards Acqua Minerale. How does he do it compared to his teammate? Does it a bit better, doesn't really clip the outside curb. Doesn't carry too much speed as he now heads towards Variante Alta. And yeah, he's found a lot of time. He's found nearly over 2 seconds. So yeah, that tells me the conditions are really improving here at Imola. With this sort of lap though, he definitely will jump towards the top, but how big of a lap will it be? Locking up there at Rivatsa 1. As he makes his way around the corner, up towards the start-finish line. He will improve, but how much? By over 2.5 seconds. 1 minute 25.027. He's now just a second clear of this man in P2, Gaming James. Sneaky Rob will come back out of the pits. JM, he's got traffic, but ooh, that's tight. I don't think that impeded him. That's the main thing. Although he did clip a lot. Yeah, that does look a bit messy, if I'm totally honest. Clipped all the curves there at Tamarella. You don't want to do that. Kevin Van Dyke making his way up towards the... actually, no, I think he's... No, he's not using battery, I just realized. Okay, so even though he is on a lap, it's probably more on a preparation lap. It's fair enough, he's got 2 minutes to go. He probably just wants to burn any sort of excess fuel and get the feel of the car before he gets going. Bono's at the pit lane, his qualifying is done. He won't have enough time to go back into the pits. Seabird is up by just over 2 seconds to the middle sector. Heads down towards Rivatsa 1 and Rivatsa 2 corners. Down to second gear. Usually I've seen drivers do a third. I've never seen anyone go in second gear around there before. As I think that was, we are checking, that goes to 7th with a 26.9. Seabird goes to second with a 26 flat. Just gets ahead of his teammate, who is on a flying lap at the moment, and he's up by over half a second. As JM now goes to the top with a 124.718. He's now ahead of Puma by just 0.3. But Gaming James, he's up by 1.3 seconds to the middle sector. With this sort of improvement, he can definitely go to the provisional pole again. But how much will it be is the question. Just has to negotiate these final couple of corners. Did have a bit of lockup, I noticed, but I don't think that'll affect him too much. James crosses the line, and well, he smashes JM's time by nearly a second with a 1 minute, over a second with a 1 minute 23.762. But JM's on another better lap, and he's up by 0.4. Puma is down by 74,000 to the middle sector, and Mikhail is up by just nearly over a 10th and 3/4. Seabird hasn't validated his lap. He's not going to further improve, unfortunately. We'll keep our eyes on the Ferrari as he makes his way down towards Rivatsa corners. I think Ozan just improved as well there in 4th with a 25.2. The Ferrari driver, meanwhile, heads around the final couple. He'll head around the final Rivatsa corner, through the kick of the final corner, up towards the line, and he doesn't improve. Stays second with a 24.7. Ozan on a flying lap. He's up by 41 thousandths. Mikhail's up by 0.4 of a second, as Kevin Van Dyke goes to 4th with a 24.8. Mikhail goes to second with a 124.7. So anyone that could try to maybe challenge for pole is probably Ozan, as Nicholas Hoyan goes to 7th with a 125.4. Gaming James has improved yet again to a 123.2. He's 1.5 seconds clear, or nearly 1.5 seconds clear from P2. He is really, really loving these wet weather conditions. And I don't think Ozan is going to challenge him here from what it's looking like. But can he challenge from maybe towards the, maybe the 3rd row? Maybe the 2nd row? Let's find out. Up to the line he comes. I don't think he improved enough to gain a position. Stays in 6th. But with that, qualifying is done and dusted. And it is your championship leader, Gaming James, on pole position by nearly 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds. That's a big margin. As Mikhail is in P2, followed by JM in 3rd. Puma in 4th, Kevin Van Dyke in 5th. Ozan in 6th, Nicholas Hoyan 7th. Seabird in 8th, Sneaky Robbins 9th, and then John Wick rounds out the 10. Others outside of that is damn shame. Kendricks, we are checking. Some guy bought a Oyo and Hesse? I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. I'm guessing he just didn't do a lap at all. So there you go. Yeah, that was a smashing lap by Gaming James. Nearly 1.5 seconds clear from P2. That is quite a dominating qualifying performance. But it's time for the main race. I don't know if there is formation lap on, but if there isn't, we might be heading straight into the race. Yeah, a couple of familiar faces I've seen on the grid too. JM, I've raced in another league. Czech is actually another guy I commentated with the other day in another league called TCR. Pretty decent guy actually too. And who's another one though? I think there was one more that I recognized that I've raced with. I forgot now. Alright, looks like we're going straight to the race. We got 5 red lights in front of us for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And we are underway here at Imola. It's a nice start by the Red Bull driver of Gaming James, I'm sorry. I thought of a different name there for a second. As he heads down towards Tabarella chicane, shuffling about. Car goes onto the grass, so that's the Alpine. And a spinning car as well. That Sneaky Rob damage as well towards the back. Oh dear, this car shuffling about literally everywhere where they go towards the back, and there's no front wing for Seabird. He's got front wing damage, unfortunately, sustained on the opening lap. Through the Tosa corner, and oh, hello, more yellow flags. What's this one for? That might be for Seabird, maybe going slowly. I'm not quite entirely sure. As Kendricks is down the inside of checking, he gets through there into 10th place, and it's starting to rain already. That makes sense why Gaming excuse me, that explains why Gaming James went onto the soft tire, because look at that, he's got 2 seconds already as John Wick has crashed at the exit of Aqua Minerale. Safety car has been deployed. That explains quite a lot why Gaming James was on the softs, and yeah, a few others were on the softs to start off with, but yeah, it's starting to rain already. And he's not coming in. Does Puma go in? He is coming in. So is JM. Clean. Ozan stays out. More drivers are coming into the pits to get on the intermediate tires. Oreo, a 5-second penalty for speed in the pits. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's starting to get on the intermediate tires. There, only 4 drivers decide to elect not to do so. Yeah, Gaming James, the 2 Mercedes, and some guy. They decided to stay out. Seabird obviously has to come in, and he's on the medium tires. Okay. I could have been him to take the gamble and just, you know, go on the intermediates. Well, I think they made the right call, because look at the track. It's looking quite shiny. It's looking like it's starting to get into the phase of intermediate conditions. I am genuinely surprised that Gaming James decided not to go in. It rained as soon as we started. Like literally, as soon as lights went out, bang, we get rain coming down. Ugh. Seabird has left the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. Oh, gee whiz. Excuse me. My apologies about my throat. Well, if I'm the top 4, I would come in. Goodness me. I would come in now. Yeah, get off of those tires. And yep, that's exactly what they're doing. They realize they made a mistake, and they're gonna go down to the back of the field. While 7-1 just cruise on by. Ooh, that's a bit of a weird release, as there's a double stack of course for both Mercedes-Benzes. I think I just saw wet weather tires there for somebody. No wet weather tires. I swear that... Oh, yep, there you go. Oreo's going into the wets, and he's getting in front weight, it seems. I thought I saw wet weather tires from an AlphaTauri crew. And hard tires for Seabird's AI. Well, he's not going to like that situation if he comes back in. Well, how about that sort of circumstance? Your pole sitter is now down to 9th because he failed to pit under the safety car when it came out. And yeah, now you got some guy, we are checking. And Hesse, I think that's... Right now, Hesse actually was way back in the field if I remember correctly. And yeah, Seabird and Oreo. Well, Oreo came in for damage. Sneaky Rob must have come in for damage as well. Yeah, the safety car will be out for a little while, I believe. But yeah, that is the weirdest start I've ever seen, though. We had incidents galore. We had some stuff that happened at Tamburello, some stuff that happened at Villeneuve, towards the rear of the field. And now we got a safety car. And rain almost pretty much immediately as lights went out. As Hesse gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Wait, what's your issue? You're connected again and now I'm not in the lobby. Wait, are you in a different lobby? Seabird. Where like everyone's disconnected but you're like still like actively racing on your end? I think if that's the case, yeah, you're gonna have to leave that lobby and rejoin. I've seen this happen before. It's happened to me as well a couple of times. Yeah, crossplay's great. I love crossplay here in F123. Best thing in the flippin' world. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, I don't have it. I can't invite you because I don't think I have you on my friends list. So. Hang on. I have no idea who this guy is. Here. I'll put it in the Discord and I'll try to invite you. Alright, well I also need to keep my eyes on the screen because the safety car's coming in. Alright, safety car's in, we're back under green. Hang on, just give me a second. Alright. Sorry, I just had to do something real quick. Alright, we're back under green flag conditions. Kendricks is overtaking Nicholas Hoyan for 5th. And up towards Tamarillo we go. Puma leads the way now. Oh my goodness, and a Haas goes off the road. I think a bit of front wing came off of somebody. I can't tell who it was. And there's a McLaren off the road. That's Kevin Van Dyke at the gravel trap at Tamburello. What on earth happened? I definitely saw a front wing come off of somebody. I don't know who it was from, though. Oh, that explains it. It's a damn shame that got front wing damage. Oh, that's weird. From that angle I had, he didn't look like he ran to anybody. He must have done that way before he got into the shot. Oh, that's you. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hang on. Give me a second. Alright. Give me a second. Give me a second. I hope I can find you. Why can I not see you? Oh, for goodness sake. Are you appearing online? Appear online for me. You're gonna have to do that. Oh, dearie me. That's a damn shame going into the pit line. Yeah, I can't see it. As Nicholas Hoyen is... Hang on. What? Oh. That was just a screw up on the leaderboard. Send me a friend request to PSN or something. It's the same as my Discord, Seabird. If you're trying to get back in. But I also have to concentrate on this race too. As Nicholas Hoyan gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. As they make their way through Aquaman and Raleigh, up and over the crest. And it's up towards Variante Alta. I'll just wait till the battle maybe like kind of subsides a bit. Running a bit wide there, that's Nicholas Hoyan. As there comes the Ferrari Bono to get through and up to 6th place. Yellow's right again. That's for Oreo, I believe. Oh dear, no, that's Kevin Van Dyke, I think, that caused the yellows. He once again had another moment, this time at Variante Alta. Meanwhile, though, Puma is pulling away. He's got a 1.8 second margin. And the Haas of Mikhail is under pressure from the Ferrari of Jay as he brakes late going into Tamburello. And he threw Variante Tamburello up towards the Variante Villeneuve chicane. Down to 5th. Down the gears. Up towards now Toaster Corner. There's the there's the Red Bull. Man, he's already caught up already there, Gammy James. Gee whiz. He's already caught up. There's more yellow flags towards the rear of the field. That might be for Oizen, I think. Or maybe, no, it's for, nope, that's who it was for. It was for the Alfa Romeo of Hissy. He spun off at Variante Villeneuve chicane. Oh dear, running wide, that's Bono who goes wide, and through goes Oizen. Into 6th place. Trying to hold the position. Brakes really late, Bono does, but keeps the position to his fair credit. But Gaming James, who was in ninth at one point, our pole sitter, he's worked his way back up to 2nd place. Yellows are out again. That's for... Hang on. Oh, hello, that's Oreo and Hissy that came together. From what it looks like, this time at Variante Alta. Yeah, James really showing the pace in these sort of conditions so far here in this race. Some guy gets by Nicholas Hoyan as Hissy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. To add more salt into the injuries. The Europe overtaking Bono. Safety car's been deployed. Safety car. What's this one for? Oh, that explains it. Kevin Van Dyke's destroyed his front wing. Alright, well, now that gives me an opportunity to try you out again then, Ion. There you are. There you go, Seabird. Thank God, finally I found you. Right. Well, let's see what everyone does here. Puma's coming into the pits, and same with Gaming James. Oh, that's tight. You gotta be careful. Remember, this is an 80 kph pit line. Yep, everyone seems like they're coming into the pit line. Wet weather tires on. Or Gaming James. And same with Jay. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the same for everyone else. And a 5-second penalty for speeding the pits for Nicholas Hoyan. I think that's his second one, is it? No, that's his first 5 seconds. He got a 3-second for multiple warnings. Well, the conditions now have gotten even worse, apparently. Everyone's going onto the wets, but a couple have elected to stay out. That being Some Guy and Mikhail in first and fourth. Meanwhile, new intermediate tires for Kevin as he exits out in front of Seabird. And he's on the wet weather tire. Seabird is. So 4 drivers have elected to stay out on the intermediate tires. Damn Shame and Kevin Van Dyke. Well, Kevin, in fairness, pitted for new intermediate tires. Some guy, though, elected to stay out on the intermediate tires. But I think the wets are mostly the right call, because look around the track for a minute. You see that? Puddles. Puddles literally everywhere. Not on the racing line. So yeah, with that bit of standing water, that tells you that it is wet weather conditions. Honestly, if I were Some Guy, I'd probably pit in right now for wets. It's too risky to go for anything like that. So yeah, we've gone from the dries at the start to start off the race, and then go straight into wet weather conditions. That says he gets another penalty. That's 3 seconds. As into the pits goes Nicholas Hoyan and Bono. What are they coming in for? Is this for damage, or is this just a strategic stop? Nope. Front wing change for the Ferrari. Damn Shane on the wets, and a new front wing for Nicholas Hoyan. So they both got... Actually, no. Nicholas was coming to serve that 5-second penalty he got. That's fair enough. That's smart to do. Yeah, get that 5 seconds out of the way. So now he's down to 3 seconds instead of 8. Pretty nice little helmet there from Bono. I think it looks like a Niki Lauda helmet, in fairness. If that's what he was going for, I'll say that's a pretty damn good design. And funny enough is that this weekend Formula One's at the Zandvoort Grand Prix, where Niki Lauda actually famously took his last victory in Formula One back in the 1985 Dutch Grand Prix. It would be him and Alain Prost that finished in a 1-2 for McLaren. Yeah, there will be no driver that was more respected in the paddock than Mr. Lauda. Yeah, it was a great driver for Ferrari, a great ambassador for Mercedes. Yeah, of course, he's still missed to this very day. Still a spectator. Why is Hissy overtaking damn Shim under the safety car? Well, I don't know if that was for illegal position or something for Hissy. Oh, as he nearly spun the car. Right. Alright, so we're just waiting for the safety car to come in. We're on lap 11 and 32. We're not really at the halfway mark just yet. Yeah, still got a bit of ways to go here during the safety car period. Should give me the indication very soon that it's coming in this lap. There we are. Alright, safety car is back in this lap. So goodbye, virtual Bernd Maylander, and now some guy is going to control the field. And he's on 8-lap-old intermediate tires. We probably don't need the tire graphic on for now. We just need to remember that some guy and Mikhail are the only drivers on the intermediate compounds. Everybody else is on the wets. I have a feeling that's what we're going to be dealing with for the rest of this race. Alright, here we go. We're back in the green once again. As we're checking over. Oh, hello. That's probably what happened. Orio's been overtaken by at least a few drivers. He's down to. Oh my god, a huge accident! A huge accident between Bono and Damn Shame. Down the main straightaway. I couldn't quite get the best view of it all, but it was a massive crash, and that's brought out another safety car. Oh my goodness me! A big shunt there from Bono and Damn Shame. I don't know if anyone else got collected in that. Yeah, I thought I might have saw an Alfa Romeo somewhat get involved in that shot. Yeah, that shot didn't really give me the best of angles, but I saw confetti of debris flying everywhere. And Bono and Damn Shame are out of the race on the safety car restart. So we're going to have to go back in order again. What's Mikhail doing? Well, what led to that? Like, what did they must have touched or something? I just didn't get a good angle of it. The angle that it showed me was like this big bunch of confetti of parts and debris. I couldn't see anything else that happened. But then I saw the car just dead in the middle of the road. What an extraordinary accident. Down the main straights. I'm sure that's going to be looked at by the stewards after this race. Because, yeah, that honestly was so strange. Oh, well, that gives me a bit of confirmation of what happened. Okay, so apparently what happened to Damn Shame is he got broke checked by Bono. Down the main straightaway. Gee whiz. I'm curious to know in terms of what happened. Yeah, I am so bewildered in terms of what happened. Man, that accident. Like, jeez. Alright, well... Yeah, I wouldn't imagine anyone's gonna come in yet. And plus, I don't see the conditions even lighting up. You know, like I said, I feel like the conditions are gonna stay as it is. Mikhail decides to bail on the intermediate tires and, as a result, gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. Yep, saw that coming from a mile away. From how he was approaching the pit lane entry. And it's a set of wets. On go the Haas, and away he leaves. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for these two to show up at the back of the queue. And we'll get back into green flag conditions once again. Here at Imola. Yeah, very weird accident that happened there at the main straight. We've had 3 safety cars, one of which, oh dear, that's nearly disastrous there for Puma, outbraking himself there at Aqua Minerale. Thankfully, for his sake, he managed to rejoin and still in front of Gaming James, at least safely too. Yeah, John Wick was the first casualty that caused the first safety car on the first lap. The second one was because of his teammate breaking his front wing. And now we've got another one because of a big accident that happened at the main straight between Bono and Damn Shame. So the safety car is coming out for another lap. And I have no idea why Puma is giving out over 50. Oh, and it's coming in. Well, bring the chaos then, shall we? Oh dear. Well, that does not give some guy any time whatsoever to get the field all bunched up. We're back under green. The safety car coming in extremely late. That's just stupid. That Sneaky Rob overtakes. We are checking there for 7th place. Another position change, I believe, there towards the rear of the field. Oh, and a tag and a spin. And Gaming James is out of the race. He's crashed out at the... Oh my goodness, that car's in the middle of the road. Safety car's out again. Oh my goodness, our pole sitter, our championship leader, has been taken out of the race. Oh my days. Well, there was an incident between Sneaky Rob and checking I was on board when that happened. He went sideways at Villeneuve, and then next thing you know, I see the Red Bull tumble down the order, and then next thing you know, he's out of the race. He must have got plowed by somebody. I'm going to look at everyone's front wings real quickly. He had to have gotten plowed by somebody in order to be out of the race. He was dead set in the middle of the road. I don't see any damage from anybody. What a bizarre incident. So no one got damaged from that. Oh, hello. What is going on here? Yeah, well, let's see if anyone does pit for damage. That might give me a better indication. Sometimes I can't see visually because this game's silly. And no, everyone's staying out. Oh, not Van Dyke. Oh, Michaela just says thank you, I'll go through. I don't think there was a collision penalty if I'm... Ah, okay, that might be the culprit. Kevin must have ran into him. Because there you go, he's got a front wing change. Oh, it was Hesse that broke check you. Well, I mean, like I said, the angle I had, it was a bit of a weird angle. Like, because I couldn't see the rest of the accident. I just saw the debris that happened there, damn shame. But I'm sorry that happened to you. Let me see if Van Dyke did get a collision warning for that incident. I'm gonna look. Look at all these incidents. All these incidents. No, there was no collision warning. But he did pit. So, I mean, this is just a guess, or it's just an assumption, but I'm thinking he was the one that tagged the Red Bull that was in the middle of the road, and pretty much just had nowhere to go. He probably got tagged by somebody that was in the top 5. And then the McLaren just finished the job. Checking a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. That happened at Acqua Minerale. We've had 4 safety cars. We've just approached the halfway mark. 4 safety cars. We're probably gonna have to give the safety car driver a pay raise. Well, Bourbon Maylander a pay raise, I should add. How fast is that safety car going? Down the main straight, the AlphaTauri is going 155. That Aston Martin was just flying down the straights. Why can't you do that most of the time? I mean, I know you're a safety car. Of course, you're a road car. You're not a Formula 1 car, but still. It'd be nice if they had something like that for a bit. Yeah, very weird accident there from the last couple laps. But you know what would be really cool though? If F1 did something like this, right? If Formula 1 did, like, say they race at Imola or Monza, that they have, like, the Ferrari safety car. Like, I don't know, you could have, like, the Ferrari 296 or something like that. Like, that'd be a good safety car to use. I know that... Why are these two going side by side? What's up with that? Stay in your positions. You can't overtake each other during the safety car period. But no, it would be pretty cool if they did something like that. Like have like a Ferrari doing that, you know, for like the Italian races. Yeah, I would think a 296 would be a really cool safety car for it. Cause yeah, I know they kind of vary the safety cars, of course, with like the Aston Martin Vantage, and of course the Mercedes AMG GT. Hissy back into pit lane. He's on to what, another set of wets? No, inters. 2 drivers on intermediate tires. Checking in. Hissy are. He's done 6 stops. Jesus. Some others have either done 4, couple have done 3, some have done 2. Some guy is the only one that's done 1 stop. Literally this entire race. 1 stop. How absolutely interesting. Oh. Well, let's see what happens next, I suppose, shall we? Hopefully the safety car doesn't come in late this time, but we gotta wait for the Alfa Romeo to catch up. Damn shame leaves the session, which is a damn shame. I know, I had to kind of throw that in there. Alright, well, the safety car does not come in late this time. It's actually coming in this lap. So, some guy, again, will control the field. Hopefully we can get through it better this time. He's on the intermediate tires still. He's been on those tires since the rain started. Oh, and a massive slide there from the Aston Martin. Oh dear, and the 5-second penalty for the collision as well. We're back in the green. Puma and Kendricks has to give back the position. Oh dearie me, as Nicholas Hoya nearly ran into the side of him. Gee whiz. Kendricks though has to give back the position though. He passed him at the control line. You can't do that during safety car periods. Yeah. When the safety car ends, you have to wait till the control line in order for him to, till he passes the control line to pass. Meanwhile, the Seabird trying to bring the threat towards Nicholas Hoyt. He is running extremely deep. Loses traction there. Still though gets in front of the AlphaTauri of Oreo. Who's also got another car alongside of Kevin Van Dyke. And oh, gets tagged as well and spins into the barrier. Kevin Van Dyke's out as well, and another safety car has been deployed. Must have got caught in a kerfuffle there at Piratella. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Another safety car has been deployed. But Kendricks, yeah, I think that's gonna be looked at. Because, yeah, even though some guy did tag... no, someone... No, who... Let me look at the incident again. I'll look at that one more time. Who got the 5 seconds? Sneaky Rob got the collision for... No, that's a warning. No, someone got a 5 seconds. I saw that. Yeah, Puma got a 5 seconds for the collision. Yeah, because Puma tagged him. Kendricks passed both of the cars in front of him before the safety car line, which obviously you're not allowed to do. Yeah, even if he like had a moment, he was still on the racetrack. If he was off the racetrack, then yeah, that's a whole different story. Then yeah, you can overtake. My goodness. 5 flipping safety cars in this race. I have not seen this many safety cars come out for a long time. Well, for a while actually. That's a bit of a lag spike, or that could be a screen freeze from Puma. But yeah, yeah, rightio. So, still bewildered how all this stuff has happened in this race. Gee whiz.
Nicholas
Nicholas Hoyan overtaking Puma. Why are you overtaking under... Oh, hello. What is he doing, this guy? You have to give the position back. Oh, don't tell me the Aston Martin now. Oh, that's just pure rubbish. He overtakes the Aston Martin, and now, if the Aston Martin passes him... Oh, dear. Well, now they're launched... This is why you don't overtake each other during safety car periods. Because something like this happens because the game is broken. And now JM overtakes Nicholas Hoyan. Well, because look, now it's causing a lot of confusion. There you go. Now he goes off the track. That's a very smart thing to do. Yeah, let the game register that you went off the track. Fair enough. Yeah, that's reasons why you don't do that. You don't overtake during a safety car period. You never do that. You gotta keep your cars on the road. Well, not keep your cars on the road. Keep your cars in position. Hoyan now loses more positions. For what reason, though? I don't know what this is for, but okay. But anyway, the safety car is in this lap again. So Kendricks leads the field. Although he might be looked at by the stewards, I think, at the end of this race. Hoya now loses more spots. What is he even doing, this guy? Oh, and it's caused a huge mess. Gee whiz. Sort yourselves out, guys. Come on. Alright, we're back under green for... Oh, jeez! Some guy, gee whiz, nearly lost it there. He's lost 2 seconds to Kendricks as they're now back under green. Puma shoves it down the inside into Tamburello. The AlphaTauri though clovers the curves, and through goes the Aston Martin, and through goes the Ferrari, and through goes the Haas. Or at least the Haas is trying. Now he gets through. He's up into 6th place. Or 4th place, sorry. Some guy's down to 5th place, I should say. Let's see, now tries to go around the outside of some guy. Now he's down to 6th place. See a car side by side here. That's the I would like to be on board, but of course Codemasters and their stupid audio glitch still exists. Gee whiz, that freaking audio is so bad. Seaver's got a penalty. I think someone else just got a penalty as well. I think that might have been... Oh, dears! Boy, really outbroke himself. Oh, gee whiz. He outbroke himself going to Variante Alta. Some guy gets overtaken by Sneaky Rob. I think that was... we are checking the other guy penalty, if I'm correct. Or it might have been Oreo. I'm not entirely sure who got that recent penalty. Nicholas's penalty, I know, was a while ago, and same with Seabird's. Well, here comes Oizan. He's going to try to overtake the AlphaTauri there into Tamburello, and, well, what do you know? He overtakes him there. Now he's up to 6th place. Sneaky Rob. Well, that pretty much was a straightforward move. He's up now to 5th. Oh, dearie me. I feel like Hesse might have made a little mistake. Kendricks was up by 3 seconds. He's now only down by, or up by only 2 seconds. What's going on? Is he slowing down? Or did he make some sort of mistake? Yeah, because he's lost a whole second in this lap. Oh, connection issues? Yeah, crossplay, I suppose. Yeah, I love how the audio glitch always happens in certain sections. It's just... Yeah, like... It always happens in certain sections as a spectator. It's so bad. As we are checking at a moment there at the Variante Alta chicane. Gets going again. Ugh. I can't even do audio properly. That's just how bad they are. And Kendricks is now just about over a second, less than a second ahead. So does he not have the pace in these conditions, or what? He's lost nearly 2.5 seconds over the course of 2.5. Oh gosh, I would love to ride on board, but I can't, thanks to Codemasters and the brilliant audio. Well, it's 100.1 seconds. Up and over the crest, up towards Piratella we go. Yeah, no, this has been a really weird race for sure here at Imola. Oh my goodness, this Puma nearly had a massive moment at the exit of Variante Alta, but keeps the car under control. But nearly had a big moment. Yeah, the gap is less than 0.6 of a second between Puma and Kendricks. Puma is all over the Alpine as they make their way down the main straight. We'll have 8 laps to go here at Imola. 8 more laps here. Hopefully no safety cars involved, so we can get through this. Down towards Tamburello. The Aston Martin had a bit of a moment. He's had another make moment there. I think Mikhail might have got held up thanks to that. Up towards now Villeneuve chicane. Mikhail all over the Aston Martin. Oh, and another wiggle there too. And through goes the other Aston Martin of Sneaky Rob. Up into third. Hasto not giving up here at the exit of Tosa. Up towards Piratella we come. Uses the battery as well. Down the outside he goes. Trying to hold it around the outside. Down the hill. Up towards Acqua Minerale. But Haas can't do anything about that. He has to stay behind. Yeah, gap right now, 1.3 seconds, but Puma has that 3-second time penalty. And some guy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, speaking of that. Alright, head down the hill, up towards Rivazza 1 and 2. There is Puma. He needs to clear the Alpine and gain 3 seconds, or has to hope that the car in front of him also gets 3 seconds. That'll be even game. And a massive moment over Hesse there as Oizen now goes through up to 6th. We started this field with 17 cars, we're down to 12. That's how this race has been. And Puma's lost time in the Villeneuve Tamburello chicane. Now they go through Villeneuve chicane. It's 9/10 seconds. Just about a second. Let's make their way around Tosa. It's close right now between the two asses. I wonder if maybe they can work together in this sort of situation to where Sneaky Rob can try to see if he can catch Kendricks. He doesn't have a penalty, and I feel like Sneaky Rob's got some pace. Maybe to get by the Alpine if he's given that chance. Although, of course, he doesn't want to get compromised by McCalmack, who's right behind both Aston Martins. I think they'll have to build a gap first and then go for a swap if they want to go for a swap. As Checkin's got another penalty there. 3 seconds for multiple warnings at the exits of Villeneuve chicane. That happened. It's 3/10 now between the Aston Martin and the Alpine. He is hovering the back of him. Oh god, I cannot. Even though I would love to be on board, I just can't. It's just, why do you have to be so bad with your audio, Codemasters? Seriously. Down the main straight we go. Does the Aston Martin go for a launch? He sends it in around the outside, and he makes it work. A spectacular move from the Aston Martin of Puma. But it's not over yet as the Alpine draws alongside into Villeneuve. He clobbers the curb, goes for the switchback, and he takes back the lead. And Puma makes a catastrophic mistake. And through goes McCalmack. He's up to 3rd now. That would have been the biggest move I think I've seen around that corner. Seabird's out. He's crashed out at the exit of turn 4. I don't think that will result in safety car because we've had 5 of them in this race. I think we've had the limit of the safety cars. So no, we'll stay green for another few laps. That honestly though would have been a pretty astounding move from Puma. The way that he sent it around the outside in those sort of conditions at Tamburello is pretty big balls, if I'm totally honest. Just a very ballsy move. He may have worked at one point, but unfortunately, just Kendricks had more momentum. Sneaky Rob looking for anything here, up towards Tamburello. This is a legit battle for the race win. He can't make him done into Tamburello. Kendrick slams the door shut. Heading up towards Villeneuve chicane. Kendrick has a half-second margin. Now it's 4 tenths, 3.5 tenths. But Kelvick isn't far away either from this battle. The top 3 are in contention for the win as Hesse makes a mistake there at turn 4. These 3 can try to fight for the win. As they make their way down the hill, up towards Acqua Minerale. Up and over the little crest. Back on the gas. It's not close enough to attack here to Variante Alta. He has to stay behind. Can't do anything much there. Oh, McCalmick's got a 3-second penalty. That's it. His fight for the win is over. Unless a dramatic event happens here with the top 2, it's over. And JM can still get a podium out of this. He does not have a penalty compared to the 2 cars in front of him. Alright, well here we go. Is there going to be another take here into Tamburello? The Aston Martin is looking again. To the outside again, into Tamburello. They bang wheels. He goes off the grass. Onto the gravel trap, rather. He can't make the move done. As yellow flies around. That's McCalmick that spun. He's gone into the gravel trap at Tamburello. So JM now moves up to 4th, Puma up to 3rd. I don't know if he may have got tagged or something, but that might be my big guess. Or he could have made a mistake on his own. Either way, he's down to 5th and well out of podium contention. We've had now a 3-car fight. Now it's down to 2 cars. Kendricks and Sneaky Rob for the race win. With just 4 more laps to go here in this race. 4 more laps. Down towards Rivazza we come. Not quite close enough there to attack here into Rivazza corners. Of course, he doesn't want to do anything just yet. It's 2.5 tenths, now 3 tenths. Making their way up towards the main straightaway. Begin lap 30 of 32. 3 laps to go. Here we go again. He's going to go for it again. Around the outside into Tamburello. The Aston Martin makes its work around the outside. But does Kendricks fight back? He's going to try, but he can't. The Aston Martin takes the lead on lap 30 of 32. A superb move by Sneaky Rob. Makes it work around the outside. Kendricks gained passes around the outside twice by 2 Aston Martins. This time, though, made it work, but he looks like he got better traction at Tosa. Kendricks looking to the outside, into Piratella. They're still wheel to wheel. Heading down the hill towards Acqua Minerale. Kendricks, though, has the inside line. I think the Aston will have to give up this. Yes, he has to give up. Kendricks now retakes the lead. Up and over the crest, up towards Variante Alta, not close enough. to attack here. Here we go, down towards Ravazza. The Assets looking again to the inside into turn 18, or 17, sorry. He now takes back the lead. Does Kendrick still have any more left in the tank? We're down now to 2 laps to go. And the Alpine is stuck in an Aston Martin sandwich. And here comes Puma to the outside into Tamburello. Oh, he tags his teammate! Oh no! Both Aston Martins have collided. Kendricks gets the green light and goes through. Puma runs straight into the back of his teammate. His teammate could have been a contention for the win. Instead, he's out of contention for the win. Unbelievable, with 1 3/4 of a lap to go. That might be game, set, and match. Puma, of the cardinal sin, you do not tag your teammate. And what has he done? He tagged his teammate at Tamburello. Sneaky Rob will be fuming at him, and it will be a big inquiry behind closed doors at Aston Martin. I cannot believe that. Sneaky Rob was in contention for the race win, and it was robbed by his teammates. Yellows are out again. That's because of Oil going to pit line. Sneaky Rob overtakes, so he's down for 5th, and honestly, I think that's all she'll wrote for this, for him. Can you possibly believe that? What could have been a battle between 2 Astons and an Alpine, even though one of them was really in main contention for the win, that being the Astons. Yeah, was robbed by his teammate. Ramming straight into the back of him at the entry to Tamburello. But Kendricks was given the green lights. Like that, he's going to be looking like a victory here at Imola. Cannot possibly believe what I just saw there. Up towards Navariate Alta, 2.2 seconds, and yeah, that's going to be it, pretty much. What has been, quite honestly, the weirdest race I've seen so far in my time of watching F123 racing. Out of the final corner now, Kendricks will come to the start-finish line and take the victory here at Imola to win the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. JM gets 2nd, Puma gets 3rd, but will that be taken away? No. McCalmick stays in 4th. Sneaky Rob in 5th, and Oizen in 6th. You have to feel for Rob, really, in that situation. Absolutely gutting for Sneaky Rob. Puma outbreaking himself at Tamburello and causing that whole incident. Some guy 8th, Hoyan in 9th, and we're just waiting for we are checking to cross the line and complete the final finishing place in 10th. I think that'll be the final point scoring spot if I'm correct. I think I remember top 10 score points in this league. Well, there we are. There we are. What a very weird race indeed. Hesse, driver of the day. See how many positions he gained over the course of this race. Oh yeah, that's right, he started from the back. That's right, he didn't do a qualifying lap. I forgot about that. Well, there you are. There are your winners here, your podium sitters. Kendricks takes the top step. was pretty much gifted thanks to the Aston Martins. Pretty much getting into a bit of a dispute, I guess. JM gained second, and yeah, I probably wouldn't imagine if Puma would lose that podium spot because, yeah, that was a bit sad what happened to Sneaky Rob. Wasn't contention for the win, and unfortunately, it came down to 1 3/4 of a lap to go. His teammate kind of blew that away for him. But anyway, there are your unofficial results here. Kendricks wins, followed by JM, Puma, McCalmack, Sneaky Rob, Oizan, Hissy, some guy, Nicholas Hoyan. We are checking, completes the top 10. Oreo, then outside of that, Seabird, Kevin Van Dyke, Gaming James, Bono, Damn Shame, and John Wick. All not classified as and are registered as DNFs. No problem. Seabird. Wow. But yeah, no, I can't imagine there will be quite a bit of post-race penalties coming next week. Thanks, Codemasters. Appreciate you for saying that. But anyway, I've got to head off as well. Because I've got work in actually just a little bit. Actually, where are we at for next week? I'll have a brief look. Oh, cool. My phone died. Thankfully, I have my laptop on. Up and handy. Ah, Spa. Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, I guess I'll be that. Yeah, thanks for having me as well, for commentating as well. Always willing to help out if I can. But yeah, that'll wrap it all up here at LSR. I'm K1997. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you for round 7 of the championship at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.